Okay. There's a traitor here. It's Crazy Wolf King. You should not go this way. You'll die.
Hey, looking to buy?
Here to buy.
Nothing but the highest quality leftovers, junk, and crap.
Oh, you don't have anything. Goodbye.
Good luck out there.
Actually, I should just teleport before you get over there to these super mutants. Okay, so I want to go to Little Lamplight. Little Lamplight. Stop.
Hold it right there, mister. Don't take another step or we'll blow your fucking head off.
Whoa, hold on there, I'm a friend.
You're big, and I don't have any big friends. You better just go out the way you came in.
Can I come in?
Hell no! No mungos allowed!
You know what? Your face looks like my butt.
Oh yeah? You must like having such a good-looking butt.
Yeah, your mom sure likes it.
You're pretty funny for a mungo. Why don't you come on in?
That's funny.
Happy birthday, Sticky. Sorry I missed your party.
Yeah, me too. Sorry.
There's nothing happy about it. This is the worst day of my life.
It's time to go.
You know the rules.
The rules are stupid.
You're a mungo now. You gotta lead.
Maybe I can stay just a little longer?
Bye, Sticky.
Yeah. Bye, Sticky. Don't
Hey.
just stand there. Get out of here already. How are you?
Wow, what luck! I'm Sticky. Forget these little kids. I'll take you to Big Town where the mungos, where the grown-ups live. I'm headed there now.
Looks like you want someone to escort you to Big Town.
Nah, I'm a grown-up now. I can handle myself. There's no reason to waste your time with the kiddies at Little Lamplight. They'll steal your caps when you aren't looking. So let's go to Big Town. I can show you the way.
Fine, I'll take you to Big Town, but first I need to visit Little Lamplight.
I'm not allowed in Little Lamplight anymore. Only people under 18 get to live in Little Lamplight. So when you're done with those little kids, we can go to Big Town together. I'll wait outside for you.
Happier than a ghoul wallowing in... Wow, you're big. I mean, bigger than most people down here. I mean, bigger than most people down here that we don't shoot for being down here. So how'd you get down here without getting shot? Am I supposed to shoot you? Because you know, I'd rather not. But if I'm supposed to, then okay.
No, you don't need to shoot me. Just think of me as a big kid.
That's good. They don't like me having my gun in town, so I gotta turn it in first. So if I had to shoot you, you'd have to wait a bit. My name's Zip. I don't think that's short for anything. Because I don't know what it would be short for. Zippy, Zipperick, Ziptholomoo. So yeah, it's good to meet you, big kid. Maybe you've got big stuff on top of you. Do you have any Nuka Cola, maybe? Yes? Please?
You said you were looking for Nuka Cola?
Yeah, I got lots to trade. But you got no Nuka? You're not getting nothing. No way.
Why are you called Zip?
Why Zip? Or why do I have a nickname at all? I mean, why don't people just call me Ricky, or Yancey, or Eustace P. Vanderbacker III? I mean, they say it's because I'm so fast. But that doesn't make sense because I don't think I'm all that fast. It's just that they're all slow. I guess it's just one of those mysteries that will never really get answered. Sort of like how people made bubbles in Nuka Cola. Say, got any cola?
I'm going away. You stay here, away from me.
Okay. See you next time, mister. Slut. Hey!
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Bye.
Later.
Okay.
Knick
Bye-bye.
knack and knock knock.
Hey. What are you
I
so
will
happy about?
talk to you now.
Look, I don't just let any son of a bitch into my town. I'm taking a risk making an exception for you. So you're welcome in my town. At least until you start screwing up. Once that bullshit starts, you're out on your own again.
I'm not planning on starting any trouble.
Good. Better stay that way, Mungo.
How do you keep this place organized?
Organized? Have you walked around this place? It's pure anarchy. And I wouldn't have it any other fucking way. We can't all stay here forever, so we've all got to leave eventually. And there's not much to look forward to out there. So we have a good time while we're here. And the occasional ruthless little bastard like me make sure it doesn't fall apart for the other kids.
How did you get to be in charge of this place?
It's not that complex. Any kid can say they want to be mayor here. It's just that most don't want to bother with the responsibility of leading. Most of the time, they last until the kids get tired of them. Then they get kicked out on their ass by the new mayor. One only lasted 5 minutes. Of course, I've kept this place going strong for 3 years. To most kids, that makes me mayor for fucking life. Fine by me, I say.
You said everyone has to leave eventually?
People change when they grow up, and we don't trust Mungos living down here. So we leave for a place called Big Town before we get too old. At least that's the line Joseph teaches. But really, we simply don't have enough space or food for everyone to stay here forever. So, I've got to exile some to avoid ruining the whole town. It's a fucking hard, brutal choice to make, but that's the way we stay alive.
That's all I need to know for now.
About time.
Who are you?
I'm McCready. I run Little Lamplight because they made me the mayor, and I don't like strangers or Mungos.
Can you give me directions?
What do I look like, your tour guide?
See you around, McCready.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Didn't mean to bother you, Princess. Yeah, run along and cry now.
Oh.
New in town, huh? Well, if McCready let you in, that's a good sign. I'm Knock Knock, and I take care of keeping the peace down here. Or at least the morale. So who are you? You going to cause any trouble?
I'm from Vault 101, and I rescued some of your friends from the slavers.
Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope you got some good laughs out of it before you left. Gotta make sure they know not to try that again. Speaking of which, I'm Knock Knock, and I take care of the general morale around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stories, and sometimes trade them to keep the others amused. Morale's better than less al, see?
You said you're in charge of the morale. What does that mean?
Well, technically, I'm patrolling and keeping the peace. Mostly, that involves making sure people are happy and not getting into trouble. You can't very well keep the peace if you've already lost it, see? So, bam! Jokes. Want to hear one?
Sure, let's hear one.
Prepare to be amused. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Noah.
Noah who?
Know a place where I can get some food?
That was hysterical.
Whoa! You really think so? Like, actually funny? Can you convince other folks to find them funny?
Oh.
Actually, most of our jokes are from an old book we found in the vault called Vault Boy's Big Book of Laughs for Kids. They're not really funny, but something about hearing them is a little comforting, you know?
Why don't you come up with new jokes or stories to tell?
Oh, we've got lots of funny incidents. Like when Sammy shot the raider who thought he was a girl. That sort of stuff. But we don't really get a lot of news stories from outside. The scav teams spend all their time hidden, so they don't get much news, see? I'd sure like to hear more tales from the great big outdoors myself. Actually, if you hear any, feel free to tell me.
I've got a tale I could tell you.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
Not long ago, my father left me, so I went searching for him.
So you're like a three-legged dog then? Looking for your lost paw? Anyway, what happened next?
I'd tell you more, but I'm still working on how it ends.
That makes sense, I suppose. A good story can take a while to put together, you know.
Why are you called Knock Knock? I think I already know why.
Well, when people started calling Nicky by his new name, I needed one too, see? If you're twins, it just doesn't cut it to be called Knick Knack and Sue.
Can you give me directions?
To where, man?
Do you have a trader in town?
There's a souvenir shop just north of the entrance. That's where Knick Knack sells whatever else we can't use. Check there.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
I have to go now.
All right, bye.
Is this the shop? You're in jammies.
Whoa, you're big. You must be the biggest kid here. I'm the littlest kid. My real name's Betty, but mostly I get called Bumble. What are you called, big kid?
Sometimes people call me the Vault Dweller. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too. Did you come from the vault? I heard there's monsters down there. Eclair told me once, one of them, they got him and bit him right in the face, and that's why he's only got one eye. But you don't look like a monster, and I don't think you'd bite anyone in the face. You look like a nice vault dweller.
Why do they call you Bumble?
It's just a name, okay? Not my fault I knocked stuff over. Lucy says I still got a lot of growing to do.
Bye-bye, Bumble.
Bye-bye, vault dweller. Excuse me. You're new, and you're too big to be a resident. Who are you?
I'm a guest in town. Mayor McCready let me in for rescuing your friends.
You said Penny and Sammy and Squirrel? I can see why RJ let you in. Thanks for all of us. I'm Lucy, and I pretty much spend my days playing mommy around here. I spend a lot of time kissing boo-boos and making things better. If you get a scraped knee or stubbed toe, come see me. Same if you get shot in the face or burns all over. But I can only promise so much.
How do you keep healthy here?
There's always one big sister or another who knows her way around a compress and a sewing needle. So we take care of most of the little scrapes. And way back when, someone figured out that some of the plants and fungus around here absorb radiation. The little ones don't like to eat their veggies, but they don't like to be sick either. So we get by.
Sounds like pretty useful fungus.
It is, especially for dealing with the low-level radiation we all get from the water. The fungus just soaks it right up. But it doesn't help the rickets that keep hitting the younger lamplighters. Believe it or not, I can make a treatment for that from extract of buffout. Actually, if you can talk McCready into it, I'd be glad to trade some fungus for buffout, but he'd have to say it was okay.
So you're the only doctor in this whole place?
Well, we all know the basics. Combat first aid, you know? But I've got the most experience at the tough stuff. Bumble's been learning the most about the more complex parts of cutting and sewing. People tease her, but she's got a steady hand. Of course, now she just needs to learn what you do and don't cut.
That's all I need to know for now.
Well, until you come asking for a bandage at least.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks. Hopefully, it'll just be skinned knees and bloody noses today.
Carrie Delaney. Entry 1 and 2.
My name is Carrie Delaney. I teach 4th grade at the Early Dawn Elementary School in Washington, D.C. Yesterday, October 23rd, 2077, half the school went on a field trip to Lamplight Caverns. We were packing up to leave when everything went crazy. The cave started shaking, the lights went out, the kids started screaming. My God! Mr. Pollock went outside to see what was going on. When he came back in, he told us what he saw. Clouds. Mushroom clouds. It's finally happened. The end of the world. We're all okay. If you can call being stuck in a cave with 82 terrified kids okay. Alive, anyway. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. It's been 4 days. Claudia went out this morning to look around and never came back. Then Mr. Cobb went out to look for her, and he never came back. So now there's only me, 2 other teachers, 2 of the parents who were chaperoning, and a few of the cavern staff. And all these poor kids. We've got enough food and water to last for a while, I guess. But after that, I just don't know. We can't stay in here forever. Can we?
I guess those original kids made the rules. Shit, where did McCready go?
You want to go
Oh.
to Big Town? Of course you do.
What's with the party hat?
Oh, I forgot I had that on. It was for my birthday. Here, you take it. I don't want it anymore.
Alright, let's go to Big Town.
All right, yeah! Big Town, here we come.
So you're just gonna follow me? Okay, good. That means we can just teleport.
Are you sure you know where you're going? I mean, you look kind of like you might be lost.
Big Town? I've been there before.
You have? I mean, of course you have. It's an awesome place. Well, enough talking. Let's get a move on. You are taking me to Big Town, right?
You're going to need a weapon if you want to live to see Big Town.
Oh, wow. Cool. What have you got for me? Minigun? Flamer? Maybe a missile launcher?
Enough chit-chat.
Come on, let's hurry up and get to Big Town. Why is this taking so long?
How far away is it? Should I just walk that way? It's like kind of far. There's already an enemy right here.
Are you lost?
Oh god.
Got one.
Yeah, you
Look
better
out.
watch out.
Glad that's over.
Is that vault? The vault, yeah.
I know. Let's make up a story to pass the time. Once upon a time, there was this dog. His name was Joking Joe, and he went all around making everyone laugh really hard at all his funny jokes. And one day, this giant super mutant attacked him and tried carrying him off. And was our so-called hero scared? You bet he was. He cried like a little baby. Wah, wah, wah. And all his friends laughed at him. The end. That's all, folks. I'm out of here. Shh.
He said shh. It's a master with a grenade. Kill him.
Glad that's over.
You killed your first super mutant. Tell another story. Tell me another story. Pass the time.
Are you lost?
No. We're going the direct way to Big Town.
I know. Let's make up a story to pass the time. Once upon a time, there was this man. His name was Super Duke Dave, and he went all around rescuing people from super mutants and slavers and other nasty things. And one day, this giant super mutant attacked him and tried carrying him off. And was our brave hero scared?
You already said this.
No, not at all. He laughed in the face of danger. Ha ha ha. He beat up the monster and everyone cheered. The end.
That was a good one.
Are we
what
there
the
yet?
heck? Almost. Probably. There's a person over there.
Are we there yet?
Almost. Looks like it's gonna rain, but it doesn't rain in this game.
I know. Let's make up a story to pass the time.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was this man. His name was Joking Joe, and he went all around making everyone laugh really hard at all his funny jokes. And one day, this giant super mutant attacked him and tried carrying him off. And what did our hero do, you wonder? He came up with the most cleverest of clever plans. And it worked, and everyone called him a genius. Help me! Look at him! Had enough?
Sugar bombs. You should probably be wearing some armor too. Should I wear your party hat to show that it's your birthday?
Are we there yet?
Almost. Can we take this Brahmin skull? No.
Are you lost?
Nope.
I know. Let's make up a story to pass the time.
Okay, as long as it's not the same
Once upon
story.
a time, there was this robot.
Oh.
His name was Holy Toledo, and he was really powerful. And one day, a spaceship from outer space landed right in front of him, and a big green alien jumped out and started eating people. And what did our hero do, you wonder? He came up with the most cleverest of clever plans. And it worked, and everyone called him a genius. The end.
Wow. Time to put the helmet back on.
One, over here.
Whoa. Come on. I should probably save more often in case he dies.
That's over.
Are you okay?
Aha!
Is your
There
leg
you are.
broke?
Where? Yeah. Whew. I'm glad that's over.
Okay, good. You want a rocket launcher?
Are you sure you know where you're going? I mean, you look kind of like you might be lost.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, I actually do have a missile launcher for you.
Come on, let's hurry up and get to Big Town.
You don't want to use the missile launcher. This gun's so good. Which way is he gonna run to me?
I know. Let's make up a story to pass the time. Once upon a time, there was this man. His name was Super Dupe Dave, and he went all around. Hey!
Oh. I was listening to that story.
You want some of this? And one day, this giant super mutant attacked him and tried carrying him off. And was our so-called hero scared? You bet he was. He cried like a little baby. Wah, wah, wah. And all his friends laughed at him. The end. That's all, folks.
What are you doing?
There it is. We're almost there. Come on. Yippee!
Alright, I gotta finish doing my animation. Whoa. He's excited. He's just running. Hold on. He went the long way.
Remember to keep an eye on the north. Have you come to talk to me?
No.
Hooray! Yeah! I made it to Big Town. Big Town! Hooray! Now I just need to find Red.
Oh no.
There he is. It's the hero of Big Town.
Shit. He said he needs to find Red.
Hey, look at me. I was starting to think that Big Town wasn't a very good place to live. But now I think we can do it. Thanks to you.
Any idea why there are barricades surrounding the town?
Well, I don't know. I guess the grown-ups built it when they got sick of little brats always hanging around them. I bet that's it.
This is a town, right? Where are the stores?
I guess adults don't go to stores that much. That must be why there isn't anything here. Yeah, that's it.
I have to go now.
Remember, if you ever need a sidekick, I'm your man.
Well, we got that done. Where is it at? Happy birthday to you. Okay.
Oh, another soul to add to my circle of darkness.
What was next? We just gotta go to Little Lamplight again. But I guess we should get some Nuka Cola first.
Yes.
Yes. I wonder if Zip will like ice cold Nuka Cola. Probably not. Holy cow. Oh, of course. I weigh too much. Sugar bombs. Just put those back. I'll put these back too. I'll put this. What does this do? 24 health. How much does a stim pack give you? 108. Alright. Let's go give Zip some Nuka Cola. If he wants an ice cold one.
Hey!
Hey! Oh yeah, let's get rid of this too. Souvenirs. It's this way.
Watch it.
Watch it, will ya? Murder pass. Souvenir shop. Knick-knack.
You in town,
Paddywhack.
huh? If McCready let you in, that's good enough for me. Well, enough with formalities. Who are you? And how'd you get McCready to let you in here?
I'm from Vault 101, and I rescued some of your friends from the slavers.
Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope one of you grabbed some of their gear before you left. Gotta make them pay for something like that. Speaking of which, I'm Knick-Knack, and I take care of the general store around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stuff, and sometimes trade it for other stuff. That's pretty much a store, see?
Let's trade.
Sure thing, pal. Special deals for us kids.
Oh my god. Take that. Pretty much all your ammo. You're rich now.
Come again. I should have more stuff soon.
Why are you called Knick-Knack?
Well, my name was Nick, and I collect knickknacks. Not everything has to be real complex, see?
That's all for me.
Come on back when you got more stuff to trade.
Okay,
Watch it.
I need Zip, wherever the hell he went. My dog is barking again. The Great Chamber. Why is my dog barking? Wow. What the heck? Bummer. Who's this guy? Oh, there he is.
Hey there. You have any Nuka Cola? Even just a bit? Can I have some? Be your best friend. Honest, totally, not even kidding.
What the fuck? What the hell?
Okay. See you next time, mister. Hey!
You really can't... What is this eclair?
Great. RJ let in another pair of choppers to eat up all our food. Well, as long as you don't give me any crap about how I prepare your grub, I guess you'll be okay. So tell me, what do you think of cave fungus and watery mushroom sauce?
That sounds delicious.
Okay, either you're a dirty liar or you're some sort of freak. Either way, you should fit in just fine around here. Folks call me a Claire, and I'm in charge of keeping this place fed. You need a meal? You come ask me. There's not much to go around, and it all tastes bad. It'll keep you alive, and that's good enough.
Where do you get food for this place?
Honestly, when we can't scavenge some from outside, we mostly scrape it off the walls and skim it off the water. No, really. Most of our food comes from fungus that grows in these caves. It's not so bad when you get used to it, and we don't have much choice. At least it's filling, so we don't have to eat much of it. But man, oh man, it tastes terrible.
Where does the fungus come from?
It's pretty hard to find, and I hear it doesn't grow in other caves. I don't know why it's here, but without it, we'd be goners. Think fungus just grows on trees? No, it grows in caves. Ugh. Knock Knock came up with that one once, and now it's stuck in my head forever. Doesn't take any work to get it to grow down here. All I have to do is collect and prepare it. Mostly, I try to get the stink off it.
How does the fungus grow?
They say the fungus grows in the pools where the first lamplighters dumped the mungos. That's about the most they ever helped us. I don't know how true that is, but I know sometimes the scav team comes back with this strange meat that tastes terrible, but the fungus loves it. I don't know where they find that meat, but if you could bring some back, I'd be glad to trade fungus for it. Of course, McCready'd have to okay it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Sure.
Why are you called Eclair?
Well, I didn't get the nickname for being fat and full of cream, if that's what you're asking. Back when I was on the scav team, I found some pages from an old cookbook. Sometimes I try them out. Just for the record, don't try making an eclair out of cave fungus. The taste sticks with you, and not in a good way.
I'll let you get back to the food.
About time, man. This mold isn't getting any tastier.
Well, we know where to get strange meat from. So, fungus deals. If we bring buff out and if we bring strange meat, we can do fungus deals. So I know where to find that, so I'm Xing that off. Oh yeah, I have to ask McCready about it though first. Ginger. Rex. Oh no. Oh. I should probably save. Oh. You have a gun.
Hello, I'm Billy. Welcome to Little Lamplight. Hey, you look like you're handy with the weapon. I got kicked off the scav team, so I guess I don't need mine anymore. Wanna buy my laser rifle? 500 caps, and it's all yours.
How about giving it to a fellow kid like me?
That's a great idea. You take it, and good luck out there.
That was fast. Weighs a rifle. Oh, I gotta check that off. Thanks, Billy. I gotta find McCready or RJ. What the heck?
Hello.
Hello. Where did McCready go?
Watch it.
Hooligan. McCready, where are you? I thought he always stood at the gate, but I guess not. Yes. Pete. Oh, this is cool.
Hey,
Hello. You know where McCready is? Wish I could find him. Is it like bedtime? Is that why he's not out here? Oh, it is bedtime. It's like way past bedtime. You're not McCready. Pete watches over while McCready can't. Food. Hello, Bumble.
hey,
Hi, Claire.
hey,
Hi, Lucy.
hey.
Hi, little lamplighter. Where's the boss? How good is the Wazer rifle? 25. Wow, this does 45. Holy shit. Where the hell is McCready at? Bandit. Excuse me, Bandit. Billy's over there. Wonder how old the dogs are. There's an intact garden. January 26, 2077.
We've been in here for 3 months now, and it's way better than it used to be. Who says kids can't take care of themselves? Jason has done a really good job keeping everyone busy. He says if we want to survive, we need to work together and work hard. A few of the kids have started saying we're like a whole new city. A city of kids. They call it Little Lamplight. It's so cool. All of us voted, in secret, and tomorrow we're going to tell Jason that he's the city's first mayor. He's going to be so happy with us.
First mayor. What the hell's this? What the heck? Is this a vault? That's how you get in here. Is there like a power station? How is it not powered? Nothing. Okay. What does this say? Reactor chamber. Man, I've been looking for this kid for like 5 minutes. 6 minutes maybe. 7 minutes maybe. My gosh, it's just like my dog in real life. Mutt face. I have Nuka Cola for you, but it won't let me give it to you. You got any Nuka Cola?
Hey, picked up anything out there?
Let's trade.
Sure thing, pal.
Oh, he doesn't have any Nuka Cola.
Come on back when you got more stuff to trade.
Okay. Murder pass. That kid just ran through here.
Hey!
Oh, child.
Watch it. You're my hero, mister. I want to be just like you when I grow up.
Why are you called Squirrel?
I like to think it's because of my inquisitive and charming nature, as well as my natural climbing ability. But Knock Knock says it's because I'm totally nuts. Guess which one's probably right.
Take care, Squirrel.
I'll try.
Hey, new kid.
Whoa.
I don't know if anyone told you yet, but let me set the record straight. I'm Princess. When you're around me, I'm in charge. You shut up and do what I say, because I'm boss around here. That clear? Now, who are you?
Whatever you say.
Good. Glad we got that settled. Stay out of my way and there won't be any problems.
What's it like guarding the back gate?
It's so dull. Practically nothing ever tries to come through the back gate anymore, so I never get to shoot anyone. I wish I was at the front gate, but RJ specifically put me back here. Up front, at least there's a chance I can shoot some unwanted visitors. Which could have included you, Mungo.
Why would you have shot me?
Could have been a lot of reasons. Maybe you sounded like a monster in all that darkness. Maybe you had a weapon drawn and looked like a raider. Maybe I just decided I didn't like your stupid Mungo face.
How did someone like you get the name Princess?
I don't need to explain myself to you, Mungo. Shut up and get lost. In fact, don't you ever bother me about something as stupid as nicknames again.
I'm leaving. Get back to guarding.
Well, thank goodness you gave me permission, jerk.
Kind of, can I pickpocket you? I can. I wonder if it's like a special sawed-off. see if I can. I don't think you can VATS a kid. No, you can't. I didn't even know there was a back gate. I guess I gotta wait in the front till McCready shows up there again. Pete. Bandit.
Hey,
Hey, Sammy.
thanks for getting us back here. We would have got out before long, but you did really help. So, thanks.
Can you tell me why Princess gets angry about her nickname?
So, a long time ago, Princess convinced everyone that she should be mayor. The first thing she did as mayor was try to insist the title be changed to Princess. It was 5 minutes before McCready punched her in the nose and got picked as the new mayor. It was awesome.
She was only mayor for 5 minutes.
Yeah, McCready said we needed someone to watch out for us, not to lord over us. Then he popped her one. She hasn't even tried since then. That's why he stays mayor, too. I hope I can be that cool someday.
Does she still hold a grudge against them?
No way. I think she's got a crush on him. She's all weird for him.
Thanks, Sammy. That's useful information.
Thanks. Maybe you can take her down a peg, huh?
Do you enjoy guarding the back gate?
No, because Princess always bosses me around, and there's never nothing to gun. She's always making fun of me just because she's angry all the time about her nickname and not being in charge and stuff.
I have to go now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Ugh. Where the hell's McCready at? He's still not here.
Watch it. Well, here's something I don't see every day. A new face and little lamplight. A bit big for one of our kids, but you seem alright. What's your story down here?
Mayor McCready let me in for rescuing those kids.
That was you? Well, my most sincere thanks then. You brought my sister Penny back to me, and I couldn't ask more than that. I'm Joseph, and if there's ever anything I can do for you, just name it. As the oldest kid in town, I spent most of my time teaching, but I do what I can to keep the kids clean and fresh-faced. Say, if you're ever looking for a haircut, I'd be glad to offer my services. You only have to ask.
What sort of education do the kids get in here?
Well, back at the start, all the children had were the notes from the grown-ups that hadn't left yet, and a few books on caves from the store. But after finding the vault, a few scavengers brought back holotapes for basic schooling, reading, basic math, encyclopedias, that sort of thing. We don't get many books anymore from the scav team, but I make sure to keep my own notes on the computer for whoever takes over after I leave.
What do you teach the kids?
Mostly whatever they want to learn. We don't have strict classes or anything down here, but it does mean they're interested in what I'm teaching. But everyone learns the basics of fighting and shooting and survival. We've all got obvious reasons to be interested in that.
How thorough are your teaching materials?
We entered all of the books and holotapes into the computer, but frankly, there are a lot of important subjects the Vault's material didn't cover. I could wish for more, but we're probably still the best school in the Wasteland. Maybe the only school in the Wasteland, really.
That's all I need to know for now.
Glad I could help.
I have to go now.
Alright, bye.
Where the hell did McCready go? He's always in here, right? He doesn't leave. Like, he won't be out here in this little shack, would he? See if he appears. Why is it always Pete? Oh, this is Rex this time. Who's this? Muttface. Who's this? Hooligan. Who are you? Squirrel.
Okay, so you get in, but I got my eye on you. You don't make any trouble in here, got it? I ain't having no shit butts making trouble.
Gee, what a great reception for a returning hero. No, I'm not planning on starting any trouble.
Good.
I've heard a lot about the fungus in your cavern. I'd like to make a deal.
Yeah, I'll bet you've heard all about the fungus in my cavern. But yeah, the cave fungus, sure. It's good for food and medicine, and it's the main fucking reason we've stayed alive down here. So, you want a slice of that gray-green gold, huh? I think maybe we could come to an arrangement. What are you offering?
I bring in needed supplies and I get some of the fungus in return.
Well, it'd lighten the load for our scav team a lot. Since you're pretty much one of us, here's the deal. For every piece of strange meat or buff out you bring in, you'll be repaid with 1 cube of fungus. You couldn't ask for a better deal. Talk with Eclair for the strange meat, or to Lucy about the buff out. They've got uses for them.
Sweet! See you around, McCready.
Yeah, that's nice. Scram.
I already checked that off though, right? Yes. Okay. So, what is that? Mungo Land is this way. So, normal Nuka Cola, not ice cold Nuka Cola. Okay. I think I know how to do Zip's Nuka Fix, so I'm gonna check that off. It's normal Nuka Cola, so. Hired help before I stop recording is the 9th circle. So let's go there really quick before I stop. And it comes from as what? As recall? Sharon.
Hello.
Hello.
Never seen a bull before.
There you are.
Well now, looky here. We got us a smooth skin that I ain't ever seen before. I'm Azrakal, and this is the 9th circle. Folks got problems, and I got liquor to sell 'em. Well, liquor and a few other pick-me-ups. You need anything, you just let me know.
Who's that guy in the corner?
That's Sharon. Let's just say, well, he's a loyal employee. Don't mess with me, and he won't mess with you.
He's a loyal employee? What do you mean?
I hold his contract, which makes me his employer. He will do what I ask, when I ask, without question. You see, Sharon grew up around a very interesting group of individuals. Well, I guess you could say that they brainwashed him. He is absolutely loyal to whomever holds his contract, unfailing, unflinching, until the day that employment ends. Don't get me wrong. I have no doubt that he holds no end of animosity towards me. But so long as he is my employee, he is as gentle as a teddy bear.
He doesn't say much, does he?
His company is rather refreshing, isn't it? But don't mistake his brevity for stupidity. That would be very unwise. Underestimating an opponent has been the last mistake of far too many individuals throughout history.
What does he do for you?
Watches over the bar, keeps the drunks in line. Pretty much, I point at something and Sharon hurts it. He's the best thug a corrupt bartender could ever ask for. He never bothers me with his own annoying sense of morality.
I want to talk to you about Sharon's contract.
Oh, would you now? He's a highly valuable asset to me and to the Ninth Circle. What did you have in mind?
Couldn't we work out some sort of deal?
I suppose we could do that, although you might not like the deal that I have to offer. You see, I don't like competition. Not at all. It goes against every principle that I have as a businessman. So the fact that there is another source for booze in town troubles me. Greta, the waitress over at Carol's, I want you to kill her. I don't care how. Just make it quiet. Do it, and you can have Sharon's contract.
Why not just have Sharon do it?
Loyal employee that he is, Sharon would do it without question if I asked him to. However, the entire town would come down on me for it. Greta is quite popular around here. If Sharon is the one who kills her, everyone will know that it was me who ordered Greta's death. I need Sharon clearly visible and in public when Greta dies, so that I can fairly claim ignorance of the situation.
I want nothing to do with this.
No stomach for hard work, eh? No matter. If you don't want to do the job, then come up with the cash. Otherwise, I'll just hang on to this contract.
I'll give you 1,000 caps for it.
I suppose that could work. Yes. Yes, here's the contract. And I'll take my payment in full. I'll give you the pleasure of informing Sharon yourself. Talk to.
Slow down there. I have good news. I'm your new employer.
You purchased my contract from Azrakal, so I am no longer in his service. That is good to know. Please, wait here. I must take care of something.
Oh god. Are you gonna kill him?
Oh, tasted better going down.
Azrakal, I am told that I am no longer in your service. Yes.
Why are you so tall?
All right, let's go.
Sounds good. Let's get out of here.
As you wish.
Oh my god, he shot Azrakal.
Bastard got what was coming to him.
He does
God, he's
gotta
so
deserve
damn-
that. That was fucking funny.
Christ, the bear
Look how
knows
fucking
tastes
big
like
this guy is.
this. Are you kidding? I wouldn't feed that shit to the dog. I thought Sharon liked
Yes,
Azrakal.
that's why. And yes, I can see you eyeing it.
Hey, you, what's new? Later.
Is anyone looking at me?
If there were a god, I'd pray for death. Dude, harshing the buzz. -5 points.
Shouldn't he stop looking at us?
I thought Sharon liked Azrakal.
Wait, can I just like... Guess no one cares. That was funny. I like Sharon. Greta's makes Carol happy, so they've got to be a good person. But okay. I guess hired help is done. So the last place that we had to do, we had to do Trouble in the Home Front. Oh yeah, that's Vault 101, that's right. We can't get in there yet, so the last place that we have like little side quests to do is the Citadel. It's gallows humor and collecting holotags. So in the next episode we're sharing it. Apparently Sharon doesn't want to be in here. Okay. The next episode we will go to the Citadel. Because we're pretty much done in Little Lamplight. All they want is buff out and strange meat. So I guess let's get it before I know I said this again. Before I get off. Just take all this. So I think yeah, there's some in the shed too. And I have some in my house. Some strange meat. Let's go home, grab the buff out.
I wish there were more people like you in the world. I want you to have this. I hope it helps keep you safe.
Thanks.
Bless you.
Come to my crib, Sharon. My crib. $28. I sold pretty much all of the buff out I had. It's not even worth it then. Okay, so let's go back here. Point. Rolling. I have another Mungo with me. He's a big Mungo. The gate sounds like a terminal. Hey, there he is. It's perfect.
It makes me feel safer knowing you're around.
I've got strange meat to trade for fungus.
Oh, great! The fungus pools will gobble this right up.
Oh god. Holy shit, you'd have to do this the whole time. You can't just do every single piece. I just have to wait till he stops saying, oh great. Or I can't say this anymore. We have like... $90 pieces of it, right? I don't know how many times I've done it.
Well...
Whoa! He's running, that's not good. Oh, I had 9 left, come back!
Hey, what's up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Keep an eye out.
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna put it in the water? What if you drop like 90 pieces? Cave fungus. 5 HP. What the heck? Oh my goodness. That wasn't worth it, god damn it. At least we don't have human chunks anymore. Cave fungus. Okay. In the next episode we will go to the Citadel, I'm guessing. I guess. So, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode.